So the first part of this video is going to be about the latest Eagles breaking news and rumors and all those kind of things. The second part is going to be talking about what the Eagles can do to fix their problems and get this team rolling again. Now I think they're both important and they're both connected, so I'm going to leave that part of the video in it. That part was done before we knew Jay Ajayi tore his ACL. So just because he tore his ACL, it doesn't change. It's still the same things that they have to fix, and you can see later on in the video. But as far as what's going on right now with the Eagles, we all know about Jay Ajayi tearing his ACL. Well, it turns out yesterday the Eagles restructured Fletcher Cox's contract. It saves him $6.5 million in cap space this year, and I think $11.7 million next year, okay? That is big. That is big money and big news. Now, Chris Mortensen and Adam Schefter say, oh, that doesn't mean anything. The Eagles just want to have money to re-sign players for next year. They have no interest in Le'Veon Bell, nor did they ever. Okay, this is what they're saying. Now, Jason LaConfort and some others say, no, the Eagles have been mulling a trade for Le'Veon Bell. So we don't really know what's going on. But I will say this. I don't care if they haven't. I don't care if they didn't want him at all. They didn't even look at him. The fact that Ajayi's hurt, the fact that he goes down, you got to do something now. You got to do something, and I think they're going to. I think the fact that Howie Roseman restructured his deal even before Ajayi was hurt, he was planning something. He's planning something. This is Howie's season. This is Howie's season, and I think he's got something that he's working on. Who knows what it is? Maybe it's Bell, maybe it's not. People are saying maybe it's McCoy, maybe it's not. Who knows? Now there's one more other rumor we need to talk about because this one's really interesting. David Johnson from the Arizona Cardinals has been rumored that the Eagles are interested in him. Now, when I first heard this and people told me about this, my first initial thoughts are he just signed a new contract and you have a rookie quarterback. So why would they give up a running back who can help take pressure off the rookie quarterback and give him up, especially when they just gave him an extension? But we are dealing with the Arizona Cardinals. And the more I thought about this, the more I say, you know what? This is possible. This is actually possible. And if they got David Johnson, I would love it. The guy's a stud. He can catch out of the backfield. He can run. He's a great blocker. I love David Johnson. Now, are they interested? Who knows? I can tell you this. I don't know which running back it is, but I firmly believe Bell, Shady, David Johnson, one of those guys are probably going to end up in Philly this year, at least in my opinion. I think something big is coming. I think the Eagles are planning to do something. We just have to sit tight, maybe up until the trade deadline. I mean, you can't trade for Bell up until week 7 or 8 because he has to sign his tender first. So we have to be careful and wait there. But David Johnson is a possibility, yes. Shady McCoy, yeah, I think he's an outside possibility. And Le'Veon Bell is, in my opinion, definitely a possibility because I still think Le'Veon Bell is most likely to get traded. Then David Johnson, then Shady. And that's kind of the way I would want it. I would rather have Bell, then David, then Shady. Now, the great thing about David Johnson is he's cheaper than Le'Veon Bell would be, but we have to see because I still don't understand why they would trade him when they have a rookie quarterback. He is only 26 years old. But all I can say is this. Losing Ajayi stinks. It really stinks, and it sucks. But it looks like Howie's getting ready to wheel and deal. Just the fact that he would save all that money, I think he's getting ready to wheel and deal. I think something's coming. So keep your eyes and ears open because something's coming. Now, how can the Eagles get better? What can they do this Thursday to get better? Let's talk about it right now. Kick the red, double move on the red. Everybody, how you doing? King Ding back here. So the Eagles had a very depressing loss yesterday. They fall to 2-3, and the first thing I have to say is congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings fans. You guys came in, Kirk Cousins played great, and you beat us, and you deserved the win, and you got it. So I want to give you guys congratulations. I know we've had our differences this off season, but you know what? This was a game to settle the score one way or the other, and you settled it. So congratulations to you guys. I wish you nothing but good luck on the rest of the year, and I hope we'll get another chance at you guys later on in the season. But congratulations. You deserved it, and you guys won this game, and that's just the way it is. Now, as far as the Eagles go, the Eagles are 2-3, and they're not playing like Super Bowl champions. They're not playing that good. Let's just face it, And to me, when I look at this team and I look at what's going on, I think the main issue, the big problem that could solve a lot of problems, is that the Eagles have to find balance. They have to find continuity. They have to find rhythm. They have to become unpredictable on offense. This is the big problem for this team. They have become pass happy, where all they do is go back and throw, and defenses in the NFL are not stupid. They're not stupid. They know when Carson Wentz lines up under center, 90% of the time it's a play action fake. I can see it. I'm calling it during the games. Anybody knows this. Defenses in the NFL are good. They're good enough to beat and shut down one-dimensional teams. And that's what the Eagles are. They are one-dimensional. And this can change. Look at the second half of yesterday's game. They come out, they start running the ball. Everything opened up. Now, Ajayi fumbled, and that was horrible. And having a bad half makes that fumble even worse. But they went down and they moved the ball. They then moved the ball a few times. And then, of course they have these penalties and stuff, and all that stuff has to get cleaned up. But I think if you want to get this team going, you have to have some balance on offense. You have to start running the ball more consistently. You have to keep defenses honest. You can't just allow the defensive line to go after the quarterback every play. I mean, that's all they're doing. They are pinning their ears back, and they are going at the Eagles. It's like when a team is up by big points and the defensive line doesn't even care about the run or doesn't even play the run anymore. All they want to do is get to the quarterback. That's how it is for every Eagles game this year. And this isn't just the Minnesota game. I mean, we could go back to week 1 of preseason. They've been pass happy. That's the problem. And that also hurts your defense because your defense gets less time to rest. They get less time to be on the sideline figuring things out. And it compounds everything. The Eagles are one-dimensional. Now, in 2016, the Eagles were one-dimensional in the passing game, meaning they used to just like to throw pretty much everything with short passes, deke and dunk. And they never stretched the field. And it became very hard for them to move the ball, really, even in the passing game, because nobody covered or played the whole field. They would play short. And then in last year, the Eagles were much more balanced. And when you saw that balance, you saw them move the ball, score a ton of points. This year, they're throwing downfield, they're throwing all over, but they're not running the ball. And the lack of balance is creating predictability. Predictability for defenses to scheme against your offense. And they're basically pinning their ears back and they're coming after Carson Wentz. So you see them beat. It's pounding. Instead of running the ball and over time letting your offensive line beat and wear down the defensive line, this will create, when the Eagles do this and they run the ball and they start wearing out the defensive line, you will see Carson Wentz not be hit as much. You will see the passing game open up. When he goes under center and does play action, right, it will actually work. People will have to honor the running game. They will have to be worried about the running game. Right now, they're not worrying about it, and it's just so predictable. This is the number one problem, in my opinion, with the Eagles right now. This is fixable. And if they do it this week against the Giants, and they are balanced on offense, they will win this game. But if they come out and they are unbalanced, we are going to see the same exact type things happen. I think if the Eagles were more balanced yesterday in the first half, they probably could win the game. If they were more balanced against Tennessee, they probably win the game. So the balance of the offense is killing this team, and it's creating so many things. When you have a quarterback throwing every down, you're going to get more holding calls. You're going to get the defense just rushing him and hitting him more. And there's just so many problems that being one-dimensional causes. And this is the main problem for the Eagles right now, and this is what they have to fix in order to change this season around. Now, I know this is a pass-first offense. I get that. I know you're not going to see 50-50 pass and run ratio. I don't expect that. But the play selections at certain points, the Eagles definitely could run the ball more, definitely can create some rhythm, and most importantly, in my opinion, they can keep the defense honest and become unpredictable on offense. When they do this, everything will open up. So this is what I think the main thing they have to do. Now, yesterday I heard a lot of anti-Carson Wentz talk. They said Carson Wentz, he doesn't look good, whatever. Carson has done everything he could possibly do to get victories and to play good. Carson has been fine. I can't believe Carson has even played as good as he has, considering how bad and how dysfunctional that offensive line and that offense is. Now, I'm going to go over Carson's statistics in his first 3 games, okay? Because I think this will tell you how well he's playing despite everything he's going through so far this year. So Carson has 5 touchdowns to 1 interception. He's got 914 yards passing. He's completed 67.2% of his passes. And he's got a quarterback rating of 99.6. And every week, he's getting better and better. So anybody that tells you it's Carson Wentz's fault, he's holding the ball to any of those guys, it's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. Carson has been the big bright spot on the offense. And if we can give him time, imagine what those statistics and those numbers would look like. But it's only going to happen with balance on the offense. You know, and of course we got other problems too. I mean, there's more than one thing, but I think that is the main problem. That compounds everything and makes everything worse, you know. I still don't like Jalen Mills on that outside. He keeps getting beat by double moves every week. It's gotta stop at some point. It has to stop. I did think the defense played better yesterday, but Jalen Mills he's killing us, and there's no doubt about it. More sustained drives, more time off the clock on offense will keep the other offense off the field. The defense will have more time to rest. That always helps somewhat. The penalties and those drop passes, all that kind of stuff has been killing us. But I think when you allow your team to get into a rhythm and get going, you see less of those things. When you're struggling and you're pressing and you're pushing because you know you're not moving the ball, you're not doing things right, all these things kind of add up. So I have to say this. The Eagles season isn't over yet. Okay? 2-3 is not the end of the world. It's not time for panic. Okay, it may be really hard to get a first or second seed. That's true. But anything can happen when you get to the playoffs with a Super Bowl champion team. Okay? But the Eagles, right now, they're 2-3. They got to get this thing going. It's not too late. It's only October. And we got a lot of football left to play. We got most of the season left. So I'm not ready to put it in or to give up or anything like that. I can't do it. That's not how I'm built. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going at it until we get knocked out and we can't get up anymore. Otherwise, every time we get knocked down, I'm getting back up and we're going to keep pushing through this thing. I think the Eagles' problems are fixable. And the problems and the reason that we're 2-3 is self-inflicted wounds. So let's get it fixed. Let's get it straight. We got a short week, and we got to take out them stinking Giants. So with that said, I hope everybody has a good day. Take care. Talk to you later. And tell me what you think. And don't be a dingbat.